Welcome back to your own digital learning station, Prudence Coaching English class. Hello students, here we are with our innovative presentation of ICSE English language sample question paper. Yes students, this question paper is purely based on the latest question pattern as prescribed by ICSE. If you practice this question paper, then obviously you will get 100% marks in your examination. Here we'll discuss about the time management skills that will help you to complete your paper before the scheduled time of 2 hours. Along with that, we'll tell you how to revise the papers. We'll discuss the toppers methodology, which will help you to score 100% marks for sure. We'll provide you the choice of composition. Yes students, most of the students make mistakes while they choose the composition. You must know which type of composition is most scoring. So before going to the exam hall, you must watch this video without any skip. Don't skip any part, otherwise you may miss all the valuable points that we are going to discuss here. We'll tell you the core grammar aptitude while answering the unseen passages. So let's start the sample question paper. Students, you can look at the questions and try to write the answers of your own. You have to join the Telegram channel or WhatsApp to get it verified. As you can see, this is the instruction page. You know it very well that in the internal assessment, you have 20 marks and remaining 80 marks is your external paper, that means written examination. Your total time for English language or English paper 1 is 2 hours. You have to answer all the questions on the separate answer sheet that will be provided by the teachers or the invigilators during your board examination. You will not be allowed to write in the first 15 minutes because in these 15 minutes you will be provided the question paper that you need to go through. Here you can make a selection of the question paper, but make sure don't write any answers on the given question paper, otherwise your candidature may be cancelled. You have to answer total 5 questions that will be divided into different subsections. We'll tell you how to write the answer of the given subsections. The marks for the question will be written within brackets. You are advised to complete the question number 1 before 30 minutes or within 30 minutes and question number 2 within 20 minutes. This instruction is directly mentioned by the board. That means board is recommending you to complete your question number 1 before 30 minutes and question number 2 before 20 minutes, because without this time management, you will never be able to complete the paper. At the end of this video, we'll provide you the core time management skills for each and every question that you should take care of. It will help you a lot to complete the paper with the best answers. So let's start the question. Here is question number 1. You need to write a composition of 300 to 350 words on any one of the following topics. 5 different types of composition will be given here. You just need to attempt any one of them, for which you will be awarded 20 marks. Students, you should know that here the minimum word limit is 300 and the maximum word limit is 350 words. That means you must write the composition at least for 300 words and you must not exceed the given maximum word limit, which is 350 words. 10% plus minus on the word limit is allowed. You should know that. Question number A says, write an original short story in which 2 children and their school teacher are the main characters. Here you need to provide a perfect or suitable title for your story. Never write any composition without the suitable title. You may elaborate the story in your own style, but the story should be authentic that can grab the attention of the teacher. Question number B says, imagine a situation where you get an opportunity to change one thing in your school. What it would be? Why do you want to change it? How would you bring about the change? Students, as you can see, this question is divided in different sections. Now you must attempt this type of questions because these are the unique questions that are very much scoring. If you can write it in an authentic way, then obviously you can score the maximum marks from this section. You must make at least 3 different paras according to the given questions for this question. The next question is, school examinations do not test intelligence. Express your views either for or against this statement. Students, you need to write either in support of the statement or against the statement. You should not write both of them in one essay. Generally, you should avoid this topic, students, because if you can't provide more than 3 to 4 points in this essay and that are not also legible according to the given statement, then obviously there will be marks deduction. So you have to choose this topic if you know it very well. Otherwise, you must go for narrative or descriptive essay writing. Next question is number D. You are a regular visitor to your school library. Describe your library. Give details of the familiar sites. What do you see and feel as different students come in and check out the books? Why is this place so important, students? As you can see, this is the narrative essay. You may attempt this essay, but this topic is not so of unique. You must choose the unique topic that most students are not writing, or that topic in which you have enough knowledge. So always go for the choice where you may feel comfortable and you can write the best. That is the first priority. But if you can choose the unique topic and can establish 4 to 5 points, then obviously you will be getting the highest marks. So that is the trick for choosing the composition. The next composition is picture composition. Generally, we tell students to avoid this topic if you have enough knowledge about the given topic, then you can go for it easily. But it may happen that in the picture some of the parts are left and you have not observed some of the minute details, then obviously it is applying for marks deduction. So be careful while choosing the picture composition. In picture composition you can get maximum marks as well, but it's too risky if you are overlooking any of the points, minute details given in the picture, that will be liable to marks deduction. So choose the picture composition very carefully. So in this picture, whatever you can see, you have to elaborate those points. As you can see, the picture is depicting flood, especially the flood in Himachal Pradesh, as you can see in the picture. So you have to make a beautiful story or a very sympathetic story that will definitely touch the heart of the examiner, so that he or she can give you the best marks. Picture composition is very much beneficial, or it may cause damage to your writing points. So choose it very carefully. Your next question is question number 2. Here you have to complete it within 20 minutes and you will be awarded 10 marks for writing the letter section. As you know, both type of letters, it means informal and formal, both letters will be there. So here the first question is, write a letter to the director of the Archaeological Survey of India complaining about the damage caused to a historical monument in your city due to negligence. So as you can see, this is the formal letter where you need to request to the director of Archaeological Survey of India to protect the historical monuments. Second question is, write a letter to your cousin asking him or her the prospects of taking up undergraduate studies abroad. Mention the stream you'd like to pursue. List out other questions that will help you gaining information. So students, I would suggest you to attempt for the formal letter, because in the formal letter generally some extra points can be added very easily. The solutions can be provided very easily as well. So writing formal letter is beneficial for you if you can establish the perfect problems and the solutions, as well as their methodological aspect and impact in the society very well. So you may choose the formal letter if you want to get much marks in letter writing. Next you have question number 3. Here both questions are compulsory from this year. Email writing is of 5 marks and notice writing is of 5 marks as well. The question for email writing says, write an email to the general manager of a local hospital requesting them to send a senior doctor to talk to the participants at the event about the quality of the mask that will give them the best protection. Next question B, write a notice to the students of class 8 to 10 asking them to take part in the mask making competition. Ask them to bring the cloth required to make the mask. So as you can see, there is a similarity in between the email and notice question. The email and the notice question are nearly about the same topic and it's applicable for your board exam as well. The topic will remain the same but the questions are different. That means the format are different. If you want to look what will be the perfect format for informal and formal letter along with the email and notice format, then you can check the playlist of our channel where we have provided you ICSE recommended format both for formal and informal letter along with the notice and email format as well. Next question is question number 4, that is the comprehension passage. You just need to read the passage very cautiously. After that you have to answer the question that are follows. So here is the composition. Now I'd like to tell you that when you'll be getting the question paper in the first 15 minutes, you need to look at this composition very well. That means within the time when you will not be allowed to write, in that 15 minutes, you need to look at the comprehension passage very well. If possible, try to identify the meanings of the given questions, where you need to identify the meanings of the words and try to just grasp the answer of those questions which are given from the composition. So here is the composition. There is no denying that the major function of the army is to maintain law and order in times of deep crisis. However, we must not forget that the need to maintain law and order also arises in normal times. It is in these times that we need another force that compels citizens to obey the law and to act with due regard to the rights of others. The force also protects the lives and the properties of law abiding citizens. Laws are essentially made to secure the personal safety of the citizens of a country. They aim to prevent different types of crimes that pose threat to the security of people and safety of their property, such as lunacy, murder, and numerous other illegal practices involving violence of any type. Besides ensuring security of the property of the citizens against theft and damage, laws and also try to protect the rights of communities and castes to carry out their customs and ceremonies, so long as they do not conflict with the rights of others. It is important to note that the enforcement of laws multiplies the duties and responsibilities of citizens towards themselves. Those among them who can be identified as good citizens obey these laws and take care that everything they do is done with due regard to the rights and well being of others. Sadly, however, there are people who do not show a natural keenness to understand the true significance of laws. These people, who can be called bad citizens, often seem to be reluctant in terms of their willingness to follow laws, such as citizens are only restrained from breaking these laws by fear of the consequence of their actions. That is why it becomes necessary for the law enforcing agencies to take steps to compel a bad citizen so that they may start acting as a good citizen. It is significant to note in this regard that the supreme control of law and order in a state is usually in the hands of the Home Minister, who is responsible to the State Assembly. He or she is associated by a number of bureaucrats, including the Home Secretary, besides additional and joint secretaries. The Inspector General of Police, who heads the police force in a state, carries out the orders issued by the Home Ministry. He or she too has a hierarchy of police officers under him. Thus, to maintain law and order in any state, there is a vast chain of officials. Now, the questions are as follows. As I told you, here will be the word meanings that you need to identify. The words will be highlighted so that you can find those easily in the passage. It may happen that in the original question paper of the board, some options or MCQs will be given for choosing the meaning since 2023. So the first word is compels, second one is violence, third one is restraint. You need to just write one word or some phrases to depict the meaning of these words. You'll be awarded 3 marks for writing 3 word meanings. Next, question number B, which is number 1. What does the force or law help in? 2 marks. State the role played by the police in the day-to-day life of man. 2 marks. Next question. What is the central idea of the passage? 2 marks. Who has the supreme control of law and order situation of the state? 1 mark. And the last question, that is, briefly describe the importance of laws. 2 marks. Next comes one of the most important questions of the comprehension passage, that is writing the summary. In not more than 50 words, write a summary differentiating between the characteristics of a good citizen and a bad citizen. Students, while you will be writing this summary in ICSE board, you have to be very careful about making the draft and the final answer. We have already disclosed about the perfect format of writing this within 50 words. You must watch the answer of this question separately that we have provided in the playlist. It will help you to score 8 out of 8 in this summary writing part. This is very crucial. You must score here full marks so that you can score 80 out of 80 in English language paper. Question number 5. In question number 5, you have to just write the answers which begins from number 1 to 8. For each of the answer in question number 5A, you will be awarded half marks. This question has been chosen from the 10 section, and in your original paper which will give exam for English language in your board exam, the question will be chosen from the 10th as well. The passage starts with Pablo Picasso showed his truly exceptional talent from a very young age. As you can see, number 1 that begins with 0, the answer is already given. And in the board exam, you will get the same paper. I mean to say, the same type of paper where the first answer which begins with 0 will be mentioned. Now you need to write the answer from 1 to 8. His first word dash be lapis, Spanish for pencil, and he dash learned to draw before he could talk. He was the only son in the family and very good looking, so he was thoroughly spoiled. He hated school and often dash refused to go unless his doting parents dash allow him to take one of his father's pet pigeons with him. Once he painted his father's half completed painting so beautifully that his father dash give him his own palette and brushes and never dash paint again. He was 13 then. Students, if you want to know how to answer the question of these tenses or how to answer question number 5a very easily and what are the tricks to score 4 out of 4 in this section, then you just do comment. We will help you with another video while we provide you the solution. If you want the entire solution of this question paper, then you just let us know by commenting itself and by liking the video. If most of the students want the same, obviously we'll be provide you the answer sheet as well, and we'll tell you the trick that will help you to get 4 out of 4 in this section. Next question 5b that are given from obviously the absolute preposition, as you can see, and for each of the questions you'll be awarded half marks. So question number 5b also 4 marks. Number A, Jenny was being impolite dash everyone at the party. Mrs. Robinson searched the entire house dash her favorite necklace. C. Susan apologized dash her parents for her rude behavior. D. Always be polite and gentle dash everyone. E. Raj's dad met with an accident yesterday. I truly felt sorry dash him. I am so sorry dash disturbing you at such an odd hour. Next question. Did you know Mr. Timan has been suffering dash tuberculosis for 2 years? Last question of question number 5b. What is the matter dash you? Asks the teacher to Ravi. Next question number 5c that are given from synthesis of sentence, which will be of 4 questions and 4 marks. Here you have to join both of the sentences without using and, but, or so. The first question is, the forest was gloomy and dark. Mr. Oliver traveled through it. You may provided with the options for these questions as well. Number B, this is the house. Mr. Rajesh occupied it. C, she proposed the budget. It was accepted by all. Number D, he must return the money. He will be punished. As you can see, these questions are not so difficult, and in the original paper as well you'll be getting this type of questions. You just need to make a sense without using and, but, or so while you will be joining these sentences. Next question, that is 5d. Rewrite the following sentences according to the instructions given after each. Make other changes that may be necessary, but do not change the meaning of each sentence. And for these 8 questions, you'll be awarded 8 marks. First question, Mumbai is one of the richest cities in India. Begin, very few. Number 2, did you do it? I said. Rewrite using indirect speech. Next question, I was sick, so I went to the doctor. Begin, being sick. Next, number 4, despite several obstacles, Aaron made it to the end. Begin, though. Next question, number 5, it is too soon to determine the outcome. Begin with or you saw that. Number 6, it was cloudy, therefore we went by car. Begin, since. Number 7, Rahul worked at the grocery store and studied French at the college as well. Use not only but also. The last question, someone will have completed the task by this weekend. Change the voice. Dear students, if you want the solution of this entire paper, then you can let us know with your comments. You can watch the videos for transformation of sentences, prepositions, voice change, narrations, and the summary writing along with all types of formats of informal, formal, notice and email writing pattern, then you can check the description box. Dear students, if you find this content helpful, please like it and subscribe our channel. It will help us to provide you more exciting contents. If you want specific video based on any particular topic, please let us know by commenting. Your little motivation will help us to provide you the exciting videos forever. Thanks for watching, students. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Stay tuned.